Good day, fine people of the interwebs. If you've been following along, you will know that my truck has been giving me some problems recently. Well guys, I have made a decision on what I'm doing with the truck. If you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome. And if you're wondering where the Scott Rods part of the channel is, there it's right there. But I'm not touching that today. I'm going to give you all a quick recap and outline my plan for what's happening to the truck. Okay, firstly, thank you all for your advice and for your support and for your go-get-em attitude. Okay, I've decided to try and repair the truck all by myself. This is going to be very interesting because never touched this sort of thing before. It's normally basic stuff like that or small Japanese stuff I've been working on. So to try and fix a 5.7 Hemi V8, it's a wee bit out of my comfort zone, but hey, who wants to be comfortable, eh? And the thing that I really have to stress, we're approaching winter in Canada and it gets pretty cold. So I need to get this done as quickly as possible before it's like minus 30 degrees. Okay, let me outline the plan. Just in case you didn't know, I was driving my truck merrily along the road and it just stopped. It just completely stopped, pulled over to the side of the road, got it towed home. Long story short, my timing belt has, my timing chain has either snapped or the tensioner has given up. I replaced crank sensor, cam sensor position things, and then I noticed in the cam position sensor hole, which is down there. Down there. I looked through that hole and my chain is loose. So I know that the chain definitely needs replaced, or at least the tensioner. There's no point just replacing the tensioner, I might as well replace the chain. However, this big beastie has an interference engine, so there's a very high chance that when the chain went, a piston came up and hit a valve that was coming down. However, it's not 100% guaranteed that it's dead. So here's what I'm thinking. First thing I'm going to do, I am going to remove all this, get it out of the way, take the radiator out to give me access to the timing chain cover. Okay, I'm going to remove all that. It's a fairly big job in itself just to get all that stuff off. And then I'll see if the chain did snap or if it was just the tensioner. And then I'm going to order a new timing chain kit. It's about $200 delivered. It's about as cheap as I can get it. Rock Auto is cheaper, but they're in the States, and then you'll get shipping, and then you'll get like a couple of weeks to wait, whatever. So while that is on its way to me, I will remove the valve covers and just have a visual inspection. I'm not really going to be able to tell if anything is damaged at this point, but at least I'll know if there's an obvious sign that a valve is maybe stuck. Okay, now regardless of whether or not I need to do head work, I'm still going to need a new timing chain, okay, if I'm rebuilding this, so there's no harm in getting the chain kit. Once I get the chain kit here, I'll fit it, set the time to where it's supposed to go, I'll have the valve covers off, I'll have all the spark plugs out, and I will rotate the engine manually, and I'll see if the valves start coming up and down as they should. If everything looks good at that point, then I could reassemble the engine and try and fire it up. Okay. If, however, any of the valves are not coming up as they should, then it's time to take the heads off. I don't want to take the heads off yet because it's a fairly big job, and then you've got all the fuel lines and all the electrical stuff that you might break, then new gaskets, everything, oil, everything. Okay, that's a fairly big job, which I don't have to do at this point. Obviously I don't want to fire it up and hope for the best. I do at least need to manually rotate things with the timing correct and see if things at least look like they're doing what they're supposed to do. But hey, if anyone's got any better suggestions than that plan of attack, then let me know. But that's where we're at. So step one, take this apart, have a look at the chain, order the correct chain kit, and then we'll take it from there. And of course, while we're waiting for parts to arrive, we can be working on Bugsy and get him ready for his safety. And if it's looking like the truck's going to take longer than, say, maybe a month to get back on the road, I will probably just rent a truck and a trailer and get Bugsy away for his safety test. So 2 things will be going on at once. So what I'll do is I'll have a whole separate area of videos, one dedicated to the truck rebuild and hopefully miraculous repair, and the other will be back to Bugsy. So I don't want to be putting people off, because not everyone's interested in a modern truck engine rebuild. If you're here for the hot rod, then that's what you can click on. Right, so that's what I'm up to. It's getting cold already. I'm going to have to get a second hoodie on top of this hoodie to keep me warm. God, I mean, it's not even that cold, but hey, I need to acclimatise. I need to get used to this. I'm going to be out here a lot. Right, what was I going to tell you? Oh, right. BW Garage, thank you for your recent purchase of my merchandise. And for anyone else who's thinking of getting the merch, could you just leave a wee comment and let me know? Because Teespring, the store that I use, doesn't actually tell me who's bought stuff, so I can't say thanks unless you leave a comment. Thank you in advance for even humouring the idea. Okay. Right then, better get started, I suppose. It's not going to fix itself. Thanks for all your encouragement. I'll give it a go. As you guys say, what have I... Canada Post engines sound great, don't they? At least his engine works. Yeah, what have I got to lose? Let's face it. That truck at the moment, as pretty as it is worth, as Ted says, about $500 in its current condition. Pretty much worthless. So, you know, if I can repair it for under $1,000, you know, with possible bent valves and stuff like that and gaskets, then it's certainly worth it, isn't it? Please reassure me. Right, so starting tomorrow will be part 1 of the Hemi engine rebuild, I guess. Okay, enough waffling. I'll catch you all tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.